You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White sports fans, the NBA playoffs are going on right now. Just in case you guys did not know, because I know that many of you guys are not watching the playoffs. NBA is coming off a season where the NBA ratings were at an all-time low. An all-time low, folks, and I don't believe that the NBA will fully recover for many, many years to actually come. However, the Lakers lost game 1 yesterday. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, not a very good game for the Lakers whatsoever. Anthony Davis actually came out and he took the blame for the game 1 loss. However, LeBron wasn't really that great either. Not really that great. And actually, one of LeBron's biggest defenders, Colin Cowherd of The Herd on FS1, he has come out and he's not buying into the excuse of LeBron James and injury. He does not want to hear it, man. And Colin Cowherd, if you actually watch his show, you listen to his show over the many years it's been on, he is a huge LeBron James fan. But even he is not buying into the excuses because also he's a huge Tom Brady fan. And he believes if Tom Brady doesn't make an excuse, why the hell should LeBron James make an excuse? But LeBron James has already done that himself. He's already built in the excuse. He'll never be 100% again, even though he tried to backtrack on that. But it's a built-in excuse just in case he loses. So we're going to be diving into what Colin Cowherd had to say about LeBron James. But first, make sure you guys go over to blackandwhitenetwork.com, sign up and become a member today. We have 2 different membership plans. We have the bronze and silver plan. Rhodes and I post private videos over there on the website just for the members. And if you're on the silver plan, you get additional videos and also you get to be on a panel on member-only live streams. But if you don't want to do any of that, just consider making a one-time donation by clicking the donation tab or shopping for the merch. Use the discount code LaChanaSuts, S-U-X, all one word, and we're going to give you 15% off your purchase, folks. So check this out. Colin Cowherd has blunt comment for LeBron James. Now, this actually came out a few days ago before the Lakers game yesterday when he lost to the Phoenix Suns. And also in that game, by the way, folks, Chris Paul got hurt in that game. Don't know his status for game 2, but we'll see what actually happens with that. Colin Cowherd put this out. He said, we need to be concerned about LeBron James. This is according to Marcus Spears. He was actually on there. He was supposed to be the point guard. I'm hearing he's playing on one leg. Colin Cowherd is not buying into that. So there's a video clip here, and we're going to check it out, man. Cowherd is just going to be pretty honest here about LeBron James and injury. He's not wanting to hear any of this. So let's listen into what Colin Cowherd had to say about LeBron James.
There was a story yesterday, apparently, on a show called The Jump, where one of the broadcasters for another company came out and said, hey, I hear LeBron's playing on one leg. Okay. I'm over this. He's got a high ankle sprain. They can hurt. But LeBron's been playing now for 20 years. He's played 1,600 games. This is now your reality. This is the way it is. Like in the NFL playoffs, nobody's 100%.
Bingo. That's right. Most players in the NFL are not 100% when it comes to the playoffs because that is a much more physical sport than the NBA. In the NBA, they have pretty much got rid of the physicality because they like to call fouls pretty much on every play. But anyway, let's move on.
But I want to show you some video of LeBron James because I don't believe he's playing on one leg. LeBron's very good, and he's fine. This is a little drama. By the way, Joel Embiid wakes up hurt. Kawhi missed 20 games. KD, Harden, Bradley Beal. Younger guys are hurt. Tom Brady played this season with a bad knee. But Brady didn't talk about it during the season, although he admitted a few days ago, yeah, I had to get surgery. And Tom plays a sport in which people tackle you. Patrick Mahomes, it should be noted, got foot surgery after the Super Bowl. So both starting quarterbacks in the NFL, one got a foot surgery, one got a knee surgery. They didn't talk about it. Tiger Woods at Torrey Pines played with a fractured fibula. Justin Fields against Clemson got hit so hard he appeared to crack ribs. He was back in 2 series later. Phillip Rivers once played in an AFC championship game with a torn ACL. Deshaun Watson had to take a bus this year to Jacksonville. He couldn't fly because he played with a partially collapsed lung.
I almost forgot about Deshaun. I know Deshaun has a whole bunch of problems, but I forgot about that collapsed lung. But very good point on Colin to bring up Tiger Woods at Torrey Pines. 2008, that was one of the greatest things I ever saw. He was literally on one leg because he had a fracture in his leg, and he still won.
Drew Brees played multiple games with cracked ribs and a partially collapsed right lung. LeBron, it's a high ankle sprain. I watch your highlights. After 1,600 NBA games, many of them intense playoff games, this is just, you're never going to be 100%. Michael wasn't 100% when he came back from baseball. That's the reality. This is a tough league. It is travel. It is cardio. It is run. These are big bodies. But I don't want to hear about LeBron playing on one leg. You got Mahomes and Brady had major surgeries right after the season's over. And you know where LeBron's going to be after the season's over? The last 3 or 4 years, he'll be at the same place. I see him. He's at his pool in Beverly Hills. He's on a rubber ducky, and he's smiling and taking Instagram pictures, and he's going to have his beautiful family, and everybody's going to be happy, and it's a high ankle sprain. Joel Embiid wakes up.
Yeah, that's it. Just the high ankle sprain, guys. And what people are talking about, LeBron James did not have surgery. He absolutely did not have surgery, folks. He just sat out. He sat out for 6 weeks. He came back, played 1 game, then he was out for a couple of games. But he never needed surgery. Tom Brady, major knee surgery. Patrick Mahomes, foot surgery. But you never hear these guys actually talking about, during the season anyway, because we know that Tom Brady actually came out and said that he was playing with a bad knee pretty much the whole season. During the season, he never disclosed his injury. But LeBron James had to come out and say, I'm never going to be 100% because he wanted that to be out there for the reason of a game like Game 1 in the NBA playoffs that they lost. And I believe they were losing like pretty much the whole game. The Phoenix Suns pretty much rolled them. I know they only lost by 9. But I think at one point, I think that they were actually up by like 17, talking about the Phoenix Suns. Anthony Davis was pretty horrible. LeBron James, he had 18 points. Yeah, you expect better from LeBron. You really, really do. But I guess it's okay because LeBron James said he'll never be 100% again. For the built-in excuse. And nothing more. But I already told you guys, I'm not giving him a pass. And LeBron James' biggest fan, one of his biggest fans, outside of Nick Wright, Colin Cowherd, is not giving him an excuse either. So, LeBron, you're just not going to get it, even from your biggest fans like Colin Cowherd. You know, Nick Wright will probably end up giving him an excuse because Nick Wright, man, he is the most biased person out there, you know, especially when it comes to LeBron James. He calls him the GOAT and all this other stuff. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's a high ankle sprain. It's not a torn ACL or a torn Achilles. You know, it's nothing like that. And some people would believe that LeBron is just egging on his injury. I don't know, man. I don't know. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this, black and white sports fans? Do you agree with Colin Cowherd that LeBron James deserves no excuse for this high ankle sprain when he just listed off a whole bunch of athletes that actually had more significant injuries than LeBron? I completely agree with him. He's absolutely 100% correct. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.